If you have come to this site, it's because you have probably read child abuse by proxy. Now, in child abuse by proxy, I directed people to this site at the end of the document, which was noted as HOA, the final solution. Some of you, hopefully, were very offended by that. Most of you will recall that this is the term that was used in the Second World War to deal with the extermination of groups of people by the Nazis. It is my belief that what is happening in homeowners associations is very similar to this. Homeowners associations, management companies, collection companies, and attorneys are coming together to ultimately own all of the real estate, to ultimately own all the private wealth. My goal in this piece is to turn HOA final solution into HOA a final solution for the public. I invite you to listen through it. I'm Professor Gary Solomon, and I have worked on problems related to homeowners associations for over 6 years. In that period of time, I have dealt mainly with people that are talking about the problem. This deals with the solution, and so I'm going to take it step by step. First, take all homeowners associations and put a 3-year moratorium on all foreclosures and fines in every homeowners association in the United States. Simply stated, during that 3-year period, no homeowner can be fined, no homeowner can have their home foreclosed on. During the 3-year period, all homeowners associations are to be shifted to the management and control of government and local municipalities where the homeowner association resides. During that 3-year period, all CC&Rs are to be universalized. There are to be no independent CC&Rs. There is no necessity for independent CC&Rs. Like the U.S. Constitution, CC&Rs will come in one document in one form. The difference is because communities are different, there'll be an addendum to each CC&R standard template, which will identify the community name, whether it has a park, whether it has a pool, etc. We know now that the dues that are being paid in homeowners association is really a tax. That is, we know that homeowners are paying the same tax in homeowners associations that non-homeowners association. And on top of that, they're paying a second tax, which is called dues. During this period of time, all dues, taxes, are to be sent to the government. And the government is to manage the individual homeowners associations. As the homeowners association management companies were responsible for enforcement of the CC&Rs and oversight along with the board, local municipalities will use their government and enforcement system. They have the vehicles, they have the tools, they have the documents. It's a simple matter of letting the government inform a homeowner that there is a problem with their garage or the trash or whatever it is. All meetings are to be conducted at government facilities. At those meetings, the meetings are to be open, not to just one association, but all associations. Because the CC&Rs are universal, each meeting will contain the same information, though at that meeting there may be an individual problem in an individual association, and that can be put on the agenda. Those meetings can be taken place 5 days a week throughout the country in every municipal area. All legal matters are to be handled by the Office of the District Attorney. There's to be no private wealth management legal intervention. That is to say, there will be no more HOA attorneys. Will there be legal problems? Inevitably. But the legal problems will be handled by the district attorney, and the individual homeowner may also engage an attorney. Additionally, there will be funds set aside for homeowners to be able to use to engage an attorney. Since the homeowner is paying a tax to live in the community, and that tax currently is being used against them to hire an attorney to sue them, that money can be used now for both the district attorney's office as well as the individual lawsuit. All legal actions are to be handled through the cities. Future homeowners and buyers are to have complete and full access to homeowners association meetings. There is to be complete and total transparency. There is no need for secretive meetings or closed meetings. If you want to know whether you want to buy in a particular neighborhood, you should have the right to find out how that neighborhood is being operated and run. Each neighborhood will be assigned an overseer through the government. That overseer, checking the oversight or various issues and problems, might oversee 20 or 30 different HOAs. That individual will be in touch with the boards and the board meetings, which will be held in the public eye. Additionally, to ensure that corruption is put at a minimum, running rampant today as collusion takes place between homeowners associations, management companies, and law firms, no individual overseer from the government is to remain on the oversight for more than 1 year. He or she will be shifted to another group of communities. All HOA communities are to be self-supporting. The monies that come in will be available to do the necessary repairs of parks, of lights, of streets. The money that comes in and goes to the city will be used to pay for city employees who are now doing the oversight. The amount of money that will go into the city's accounting system will be far greater than in what is going into the accounting system now. The money will be cut off to the attorneys, the management companies, and the collection companies. That money is never returned to the community, as it is a private wealth management organization. By putting it through the city, the private wealth management is removed from the picture, and now the community and communities can thrive. Additionally, it would be possible to create a lending system within the communities, such that homeowners who are in trouble may be able to turn to that system for support. This would have to be analyzed and investigated. As all liens may still be filed, all of those liens will be ultimately retired upon the sale of the property voluntarily. All family members, relatives, and assignees are to be given complete and full access to their family's property. One of the major problems that exists today is that the elderly, the infirm, and women with children are being targeted because they cannot handle what's taking place. Other people need to come in and resolve the issue and problem. I invite you to hear that I have studied this, as I've said, for over 6 years. I have looked at every possibility. I have been involved in numerous lawsuits as an expert witness, as well as cases that I've taken on my own to have first-hand content. There is no question in my mind that the corruption is a cancer at epidemic proportions. And the only way to stop this is for the federal government to step in at the highest office in the land, place a 3-year moratorium, stop the foreclosures, stop the fines, and shift the wealth management system into the hands of the government, who will have the opportunity to operate in the best interest of the individual homeowner. Take the time to contact your local legislator, your state legislator, and the governments. Do what you can to stop this system. As I said in my document, Child Abuse by Proxy, it's the children that are inheriting this nightmare. And what they're inheriting is going to be nothing, because the property is going to be gone. What they're going to be inheriting is nothing, because the property is going to be gone. History tells us that it is the generation to follow who will rise and become violent against those who hurt them. This is a life and death situation as far as I'm concerned. We need to do something now.